Good evening and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. We're at the Duke Dome tonight, and it's going to be the Garber Dukes and the Caro Tigers in a nice late regular season tilt.
Yeah, Jeff, this is going to be a good matchup for the Garber Dukes going into the tournament. You know, Caro always plays hard, big, strong, tough kid, so it'll be a good test for this 9-7 Duke team going into the final week of the regular season. 2 weeks of the regular season.
When you look at the top 8 from Garber, you see pretty good consistency with those 8, and that's important when you're pushing buttons.
Yeah, I like the way this that 8-man rotation works out, Jeff. He's got some size, he's got some speed, he's got some quickness out there. He's got really good shooters, so he can really throw a lot of options at him, at the team he's playing, and they're very athletic. They get up and down the floor, they can press, they can play zone, they can play man. He's got a nice little setup here.
I'm going out on a limb tonight, and I think Denham is going to be the key tonight. I think he's going to get off for a big night tonight. Jacek's due to really get after it too, but that's the beauty of is they can go with a hot hand and keep feeding it until it cools back off.
That's a nice problem to have too when you got those two up there, Jeff. Then you got Mahar running the show, who does a fantastic job from that point position. Being an old point guard myself, it really I love watching point guards that see the floor, have good vision, and dish it out and give those guys the open shots and be a leader on the floor.
His maturation is really a key to this team's success as well.
It really has. He has gotten so much better. He started as a sophomore. You know, they took the pains with him, but this year he is so much better, making good court decisions, and the future for him is just the sky's the limit for that young man.
I see the other tough matchup is Scherzer underneath. Really tough. I know the last half of the season he's really starting to progress to become that force that they were hoping for.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to have the big fellow out there, you know, whether he's coming off the bench or starting, Jeff. It's nice to have that size and that somebody in the back line that can protect the basket. We saw him a couple times, had some nice blocks. When he blocks, they get the Maher and they get up and go, and they're fun to watch.
Well, the freshman team with a huge win tonight. The JV team is up 30 right now, so the varsity and a very well-coached Chris Watt team will go for the trifecta tonight.
I feel good about the Duke's chances tonight, Jeff, and I think they're playing really well right now at the right time of year. You know, you look at the record at 9-7, pretty tough in the East in the Tri-Valley. There's some good basketball teams there, so they're playing some good competition all year.
By the time you get to the tournament, you're pretty well tournament tested.
Yeah, they'll be ready to go. Their district is at Swan Valley. They got the Swan Valley, Carleton, Freeland, tough district, but you know what? That's why everybody gets into the tournament. You can go 0-20 and still win a state championship.
Well, it hasn't happened that anybody at 0-20 has gotten there, but I know teams with 4 or 5 wins have got people eligible and gotten on a roll. So we'll be back in just a minute as we are going to have a nice conversation with Coach Chris Watts as he'll come up and let us know how his club's doing as we gear up for the game time tonight at the Duke Dome. It's Garber and Caro right here on Bay County TV.
Where did this rash come from?
Hold on, let me see. Could be bed bugs.
Oh. Mom, Grant says I have bed bugs.
Let's see what the doctor says.
Introducing Covenant Virtual Care. Real-time video doctor visits, e-prescriptions, and follow-up. Now extraordinary care comes to you.
See, it's just poison ivy. Smart pants.
Learn more at covenantvirtualcare.com.
Good evening and welcome back to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. And of course, the coach of the Garber Dukes, Chris Watts. Welcome, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Good to see you again, Coach.
Thank you.
We're starting off with tonight being a pretty special night. Talk a little bit about what's going on tonight.
Well, it's Duke's Defeat Cancer game tonight that they pulled together. We do it every year. Everyone in our program and usually in our whole school is affected in some way by cancer, unfortunately. So we support that and do what we can to be a part of that.
Yeah, no, Jeff and I were down there, Coach. Jeff got his goodies and his puppy chow and his cookies, and we got our 50-50. So it's really nice that you guys jump on board and help out with the Relay for Life and everything associated with this great program.
Well, we have a platform, you know, that we get to do something to help out. So without basketball, for me personally, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I could probably.
When we look at your club this year, 9-7 on the season, you've had some fun, you've had success, but boy, when I look at the team, I look at the engine that runs it, and that is Mahar, your point guard.
He's fun to coach. Yeah, he's fun to coach. I've been sleeping okay this year. Hopefully sleep good next year because he's just a junior. So he's a very good player for us. Makes good decisions, runs the team very well.
Well, and before we go on to the next, we're going to talk about last year and how you saw something in him that he might not have even seen in himself. And there were growing pains, but you're paying the dividends for that now.
I think so, and you know, we'll keep having that opportunity with him. But there were some times last year he didn't want in there, and we just turned our heads. We just had to let him go through it.
Well, and playing the point guard as a sophomore at the varsity level, that's a pretty demanding position. So high expectations from him, but you kind of just let him do his thing, grow into it, and he's really matured into a very, very good point guard for you.
Yeah, just that 1 year of growth is, and really, I think the last game last year in the district, I knew that was probably a good decision, and he was going to be fine for us.
Being able to distribute the ball as he does to many, many people, you can count on scoring from many different options on your club.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys who can put it in there. Sometimes I question shot selection like probably most high school coaches.
Aren't they all good shots?
Oh, boy.
Only when they go in.
Right. But he does do a good job reading the floor and distributing it equally, trying to make everybody hard to guard.
Coach, we've been asking other coaches, games we've done. It's been a long season. You're 16 games into this. How do you feel where your team is right now getting ready for the district tournament?
Feel pretty good, really want to see how tonight turns out. We've kind of been up and down a little bit lately, and we all want to win them all or at least see growth, and we've seen that. We haven't got all the wins that maybe we thought we could have got, but I mean, it's basketball. Both teams trying to win, so we just have to grow, and I like where we're at.
Well, the success of any program can be run with the highs and lows, and when you've got a high-low program and your big Scherzer is really starting to come along and make things happen.
Yeah, he's been nice to have the last few games, especially just a little stronger in the post. Making some pretty good decisions in the post when he gets the ball and playing a lot harder, so we're really happy with him.
Caro coming in tonight, Coach. What's the scouting report on Caro? What do you got to do tonight to pull off a victory against the Tigers?
We've got to play tough. They're a tough team. They play very hard, very aggressive. We need to defend them. They run some pretty good stuff against our man, so we've got to do the things we've taught the guys to do. We need to do it very aggressively also.
Well, it's always a pleasure to come out to the Duke Dome, and we wish you success tonight and through the rest of the regular season with a long playoff run.
I hope so. Thank you.
Good luck, Coach.
We'll be back in just a minute with all the game action right here on Bay County TV.
You treat your family with extraordinary care every day, which is why when it comes to their health, more of you choose Covenant Healthcare. We specialize in extraordinary care. From diagnosis to recovery, from babies to grandparents. Learn more about our extraordinary bariatrics program. Sign up for our free seminar.
Please welcome Hannah Heatner and Cameron Plarsky.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Albrecht. A senior, number 12, Carson Bowen. A sophomore, number 13, Trevin Phillips. And a senior, number 24, Lance Boyce. And now fans, the starting lineups for your Garber Dukes, the head coach, Chris Watts, in his 4th season. At forward, number 1, a 6'3" junior, Jacob Denham. A 6'3" junior, wearing number 2, Manny Jumpage. A 5'11" junior, number 5, Spencer. A 6'3" senior, number 14, Parker Yachek. And at center, a 6'8" senior, number 30, Jaden Scherzer.
All right, good evening and welcome back. We are moments away from the tip-off. Jeff Dodd and Mike Wasdala, glad to have you along, and this should be fun tonight, Mike.
Looking for a great game tonight, Jeff, by the Garber Dukes. Another fine job by the students here at Garber, singing the national anthem.
It is a tradition here to have live music for that national anthem, and it is a great thing to have. Dunham gets that ball into Scherzer, and he has got the big mismatch in size. Puts up a little Bambino hook from about 4 on the right side, rolls off the rim. Yanni Albrecht, he's an exchange student, came many years ago to the Caro area. Watched him develop through the youth program, the defending state champion in cross country, a quality individual. Maher just picked the pocket on that pass, looking to go in transition. He goes all the way out. Wide open look from downtown, just a little bit off by Yapich. The ball out of bounds, and a good hustle that time by the engine that could.
Nice job by Maher knocking it off the Caro player, Jeff. Just underway, no score here in the first quarter.
Well, Rock Dunham had a nice look at the basket and didn't realize it was there. Well, son of Rock. Jacob. I've done that about once every
time
game.
We've done to see the Dukes.
Jacob right now in the right-hand wing. They're trying to get that ball to Scherzer. Defense trying to collapse a little bit. Dunham wide open for a 3-ball. Had a good look. Can't get it to drop. And it's last touched by the Garber Dukes. And that is number 14, Parker Yachek. So Yanni Albrecht will be the floor general for Caro. And one thing's for sure, this kid won't get tired. No, he's got an endless supply of juice. He's a quality young man, though.
I couldn't run across the court, let alone run cross country.
So Scherzer playing that post defense from about 15 with that long wingspan. Yachek couldn't get the rebound down. Now trying to come to the hole, and they're going to get Scherzer for a foul. If he goes straight up, he's fine. He reaches in just a little bit. That's a pretty simple call.
Team foul number 1 for the Garber Dukes. That's 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go, Jeff, here in the first quarter. Phillips at the line for Caro. First one up and a little bit too strong. Tough matchup for Phillips. He's given up about 3 or 4 inches, Jeff, to number 30, Jaden Scherzer. And he's filled out pretty nice since the last time we saw him, too.
Yes, he has. Nice job that time. His Yapich, he's going to go coast to coast. Puts it up a little bit strong, but I like that burst to go to the hole. You got to love the look.
I always like that way that young man played. Strong on defense, tough on offense. Like the way he plays.
He does it all well. I'll tell you, Garber, you never have to worry about their tenacity defensively. They make it happen. Little roll to the hole there, and a nice little 3-footer in front of the basket. And that's Lon Foley with his first deuce of the ball game. And it's 2-0 right now. The Dukes have had 3 good looks at the basket, have not been able to convert yet. Dunham with a nice little roll to the hole, puts it up a little bit too strong. Get another quality effort.
Yep.
Just couldn't finish.
Both teams coming out playing man-to-man defense, Jeff. Solid man-to-man by both squads, so you're going to see a lot of movement.
As they're down on the baseline, Dunham gets his hands on the ball, and he's going to come down the floor on a controlled break. Gets that ball to Yapich. Nice job of reeling that thing back in.
It's a good matchup right there by Albrecht and Maher right there, Jeff. That's going to be fun to watch. Little switch.
Weave going up top right now. Nice look to the hole. Manny Yapich As Jopic gets his first deuce of the ball game, 5:10 left in the first. We're knotted at 2. Yami picked up his dribble, and Maher was all over that.
Little wheel right there, Jeffson. Sending a lot of people around the screen. Tough to defend.
Nice attempt that time by Yami Albrecht. Couldn't get it to drop. Dunham pulls up. He squared up the feet, lets it fly just a touch short again. He's a streak shooter, and he won't stop
he'll get
shooting.
Shoot your way out of it, as I always said. He'll go in eventually. Trust me.
As they move that ball around the horn. Trying to go down. I think they're going to try and get after Scherzer now that he's got one to see if they can try and pick up number 2 out of him and bring him to the sidelines. Nice
good
job
call.
As the all ball got his hand on the ball. Off the alternate possession goes back over to Caro.
Good call by the referee, Jeff. Good job by Maher causing the jump ball. Alternate, Caro out of bounds underneath their own basket.
Well, we got ourselves a Great Bay Metro crew again. As a little soft hook in the lane. Comes up short. And the Garber Dukes back down in the offensive set. Boy, we've played almost 4 minutes of the first quarter and only a deuce for either club right now. As there's been no fault in the shot selection. Look at Maher going to the hole and finishing with a little soft lefty off the glass.
Nice job by Spencer taking it to the rack, Jeff, with the left hand. Nice touch. Garber up 4-2. 3:55 and counting to go in the first quarter.
Phillips tried to feather that ball into Moen. Couldn't do it at the other end. Jopic with the deuce. Great transition offense by the Garber Dukes.
That's Garber basketball right there, Jeff. They want to get up and run, and they all starts on the defensive end of the floor. When they play defense, their offense is much better.
Indeed it is, as Yami dribbles that ball off the foot of Maher, trying to make things happen. Trying to backdoor cut. Jake Denham's all over that. They go back up top to Yami Albrecht. He'll reset the show as he gets that ball to number 24, Boyce. Boyce sends it back up top. Carroll just looks a little bit out of sync in the half-court
Good defense.
offense.
That's good defense right there, Jeff. That's why they're out of sync.
Trying to go underneath. Very nice job of vertical defense. Rebound and a putback, though, by Carson Moen. He'll get the second deuce of the ball game. 2-point lead and possession for the Garber Dukes.
The travel right there by Maher on the handoff. Substitution in for the Dukes. That's number 10, Dylan McFarland. Coming out for the Garber Dukes is number 14. That's Parker Yachik.
So they're going to get some folks in and out here early and make certain that they stay fresh down the stretch. But the Garber Dukes are 2 games over 500 on their season with 4 left. This win would guarantee a 500 or better finish for the year, and that's huge. As Scherzer does a nice job of not working into picking up his second foul there. Jopic thought about the shot, decided against it. They come back up top. Jake Dunham, look at the nice little move to the hole. Couldn't get it to go again. He's had 2 or 3 good looks at the basket, and an unforced turnover by the Caro Tigers and number 5, Lon Foley.
Little weave going up top there for the Garber Dukes, Jeff. You know, kind of like the old Harlem Globetrotters we used to watch in the day. That's a big kind of part of the offense now in basketball is that 3-man weave up top. And then just if you got an opening, take it to the rack.
Boy, this speed with Yami Albrecht, Dunham lets it fly, can't get it. Jopic can't get it to drop again as he stood there and goes, wow, how could that not have gone in?
That baby was halfway down.
As Yami Albrecht gets the ball over here on the left wing to Moen. Boy, there he is. Maher's going to finish coast to coast, uses the left hand, gets the defender off his left or right side hip and puts it off the high glass with the lefty for a deuce.
Well, I'll tell you what, nice move, Jeff. Keeping his body nice and square and going up strong. Got pushed a little bit, strong enough to make the basket. 8-6 Garber with the $1:35 to go.
Trying to move it around right now as they get that ball to number 24, Boyce. Boyce is shut down by Jopic.
Ooh, that was great defense.
As we've seen plenty of that here in the first quarter, the officials will let it go. You know who's going to go coast to coast again? The engine that could with the deuce. Spencer Maher with another deuce. And he's off to a nice start for the Garber Dukes, which is the norm for him.
Spencer's got 6 quick points for Garber Dukes, Jeff, and they're up 10-6. Just a minute to go here in the first quarter. Good defense out there by Denham.
Long rebound, though, comes down to Caro. As now they move back and they'll reset the offense up with Yami Albrecht. No Spencer Maher on him defensively this time. It's McFarland.
Garber doing a nice job on the closeout. Jeff coming up with high hands. And, man, I'll tell you what, Japic has been excellent, very effective with his hands and getting in the passing lanes.
Boy, very quickly played first quarter here down to the final 30 ticks of the first. The Dukes in transition have been able to score their points and finish. And they're up by 6, 12-6 right now with 25 ticks left. Scherzer's got to go up straight. And he's going to come down with the rebound, and good hands that time by Moen to force the alternate possession. It'll go back over to the Garber Dukes.
Into the game, number 12, Jamison Van Ochten, 14, Parker Jacek, and number 24, Wakeman Edelbrock for the Dukes. Nice job of coaching, getting Scherzer out, Jeff, with that foul.
Well, plus you give them a little blow for the last 20 seconds of the first quarter. Then you give them the 60 of the timeout. And if you choose to put them back in, they're fresh. You've had a chance to have a little confab on the floor with them. Long three ball, and the end of our first quarter of play. The Garber Dukes 12 and the Caro Tigers 6. We'll be back in just a minute here on Bay County TV. AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested service. We provide many types of transportation services, from non-emergency medical, wheelchair accessible, school transport services, and shuttle services. Our company strives to provide exceptional service to our customers. Our services are tailored to each person or company's specific needs. For the last 10 years, we have pushed the mark higher and higher to give the best service possible. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. Back here, ready to start the second quarter here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you, Jared and Natalie Doan on the camera. Nick Page producing and directing. Yami Albrecht with a nice little step back from 13 gets his first deuce of the ball game.
Yami's got a nice little stroke right there, Jeff. That was a nice shot.
He's a great athlete. I'll tell you what, when I watched this kid play youth football, he was one of those guys that would turn the corner and be able to go 90 in a blink, and it was a tough thing for us as we had to try and keep up with him going down the field. That was no easy task, but a quality young individual. Maher up top, and he says, I don't even just finish at the basket. I can hit it from 21.
Well, the Caro Tigers, Jeff, started the second quarter a little bit different on defense, 2-3 zone. Here come the Dukes.
Maher gets that ball back and just a little bit short of the basket that time by Jacek, but they continue to bang the glass, and they'll get another opportunity.
Great trail right there by number 24, Wakeman Edelbrock of the Garber Dukes, Jeff. And you know what? I know he talked to Maher. He knew he was coming, and Wakeman let him know he was coming, and he's going to get rewarded.
They have great communication on the floor.
That follows on Trevor Phillips, his first personal, team foul number 1 against the Caro Tigers, Jeff.
Well, you got this. Only 2 team fouls total in the first half. Gotta love the way these guys are just letting them play ball.
Didn't see if he made the first one. Did you make them both? Yeah. All right, gotta make sure I get that score right.
Deuce for deuce. As into the offensive set, Yami Albrecht with McFarland on him defensively. As they'll send that ball back up top. McFarland trying to overplay Albrecht. You don't want to overplay him too much because he'll cross over, dribble, and take you to the hole. Fight for the loose change. Here comes McFarland with the controlled break.
Nice.
Look at the extra pass to Dedham for the deuce. Jacob Dedham. That was a nice weave on the fast break.
Under control, not too fast, not too slow. Just at about a 5 speed and good passing of the basketball.
I was going to call it a 7 speed, but you got
I'll
a
go
5.
6.
That's
I'll go
all right.
6.
We'll split the difference.
We'll split the
Here's
difference.
an 8, though, on the other end, and just overthrow. But look at that. Maher gets it back, and he fights to keep it alive. And Jacob Dedham with a little soft touch from 17 and gets the deuce to drop. He's got 4 quick ones, and watch out when that score gets warmed up.
I'll tell you what, defensively, man, the Dukes are just solid right now, Jeff. Going to get a little foul right there on number 10 for the Dukes. That's Dylan McFarland. That's his first personal team foul, number 2. Into the game for the Garber Dukes, number 3, Ryan Piotrowski. Going out as number 5, Spencer Maher. First time he's had a break all night.
Well, up 21-8, you know, he'll be able to sit for a minute or so while he catches his breath and is ready to go. But he's another one of those kids that's all systems go. Nice job on the rebound by Jacob Denham again. Here comes the controlled fast break down the floor. And Yami Albrecht with some good defense. You know, he's coming with an extra bounce pass. Nice look and round the hoop. Shot, couldn't get it, but the rebound goes up and in for Caro. They were long overdue with the basket there. They've had quite a drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Boyce with the basket for the Caro Tigers, getting them off the schneid. That shot's by number 3, Ryan Petrowski, and here come the Tigers.
Yami Albrecht. They're going to have that be an offensive foul, as Yami just couldn't put the brakes on quick enough. Great anticipation defense to do what I think is the toughest thing in basketball, Mike. Stand there knowing you're going to get run over.
And knowing you're going to get drilled is a tough thing to do, Jeff, but it's an art. You know, you get good at it, and some players are better than others, but when you get it down and you can hold your own, it's a great thing to get a charge called, and you got the charge.
You can get acclimated to feeling that contact?
Absolutely.
Oh, my.
Oh, me, oh, my.
Look at the big fella stroking it from the top. Can't get it to drop. Very nice job that time. Not coming up over the back, though, by Edelbrock.
You know, that's not a bad shot for Scherzer. That's only 15 feet right there at the elbow, Jeff. That's not a bad shot for the big guy.
As they try and go down the baseline and kick that ball backwards. And we're going to go back the other end of the floor. They got a little cutesy there for Caro. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Dukes, up by 11.
Well, and in Denham, there's that experience right there, Jeff. He knew nobody else touched it, just let it go out of bounds, and here we go. We're going to come the other way for the Dukes.
Trying to move it down. Gets that ball into Scherzer. Scherzer with a little bit better position, went too strong. Looked like he could have taken one more step to the hole. He looked like he might have had the defender on that back hip. Jacek with good defense again.
Nice
Caro
close
trying to
out.
make it happen. Yami with a little push off. He's trying to go strong to the hole now. And we are going to have 2 shots for Yami. He has got an explosive first step to the hole.
I think that foul is number 3, Jeff, for the Garber Dukes. That is Ryan Petrowski. That's his first team foul, number 3 for the Dukes. Albrecht at the line will shoot 1-1 on the blocking foul for the Caro Tigers.
Look at the shoes that Yami's sporting tonight. I just noticed those.
The purple people eaters.
He's going to be along that Larson and Marshall group and Sutherland. Those were some pretty big purple people eaters in the day. I like them, though. Fashion statement.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I think he's on the all-shoe team.
Yes, indeed. He is definitely an instant finalist.
He might be on the all-hair squad, too.
He might be double dipping. He could be first team times 2. 10-point Garber Duke lead, 4:11 left in this briskly played first quarter. And we're going to have the ball going the other way. He's got a little sub coming in. Spencer Mahar coming back into the ball game.
Taking the place of Parker Jacek. Nice rotation tonight by Coach Watts, Jeff.
Who Spencer, if he would have just had his head on a swivel. Yami with a long 3 ball. And he tickles the twine on a try.
That's 6 points for Yami.
Boy, nice little run that time. A little 6-0 run. Getting them back into the ball game.
That's that 2-3 matchup zone, Jeff. We're going to have a foul right there, number 4 for the Caro Tigers. That's Tomlinson. That's his first personal team foul, number 3. But I think since Caro went to the 2-3 matchup zone, I think that's a little bit better defense for them. Garber Duke's just a little bit too quick for the Caro Tigers.
Well, I think that man defense couldn't handle the speed of the weave, Mike. And they got quite a few looks at the hole. Some of them they didn't finish on. But when you get that many quality looks at the hole, you're going to shoot a high percentage. 3:40 left in our first half of play. Mahar up top. Wide open look, squaring it up, letting it fly just a little bit short. Picking up the loose changes. Spencer on everywhere on the floor, Mahar.
I didn't see him down there, Jeff. He was kind of blocked out. He just came out of nowhere for the basket. 23-14, 3:20 to go here in the first half.
He told Scherzer, I got this one, relax.
Take it easy, big fella.
Big fella. Didn't want him to overwork. As they move down right now.
Good help.
Garber rotates really well to the baseline. And what do we got? We've got a turnover.
No, we got a timeout.
Going to call timeout by the Caro Tigers. We'll take a break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance for his new car. In 1947, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson in 1979. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you, and that says it all. 3:09 left, and this has been 2 blinks, and we're this deep into the first half.
Boy, this has been a quick first half, Jeff. You're absolutely right. Really like the way the Garber Dukes are playing. 23-14 with the lead. Offensively and defensively, very solid tonight.
His third pocket pick of the night, Spencer Mahar, leads him down on the break. The ball tipped away, last touched by the Dukes, but I'll tell you, Mahar really cheats well to find out what time it is to go and pick the pocket.
And he's got great visions going for him tonight, Jeff. And again, great hands by the Garber Dukes.
Well, Yami Albrecht got the square up from downtown. Mahar came over to help defense. Left Yami there. He squared up those purple tennies and let it fly.
Got 9 points, Jeff, all coming here in the second quarter.
As they go up top to Scherzer. Dunham squares up from 18. That one's a little bit strong as well. And 2:22 and counting left in our first half. Yami Albrecht pulls up for another.
He called it.
Oh, yeah. Bank's open.
He called it. I heard him.
He didn't even smirk. He says, I'll take it any way it goes. Mahar at the other end trying the answer. Can't get it. One and done as the rebound comes down to the Caro Tigers. Trevin Phillips. Down into the front court they come. Just down 3. Just a moment ago they were down a dozen. And they've worked themselves right back into this game. Look at Albrecht. Goes up a little bit too strong. I think he felt some contact that wasn't there. Jacob Denham puts up the shot. Can't get it. Look at Scherzer down there. He gets down the floor really well in transition. Gets the loose change. Can't put it back up and in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, he's going to get rewarded for that hustle, Jeff. That was a nice job. That foul is on number 11. Albrecht, that's his second personal team foul, number 4. But Scherzer trailing the play, good hustle, goes after the rebound, gets fouled, going to shoot 2.
Nice touch for the big fella. Gets 3 pieces of iron, but cannot get it to drop. We got some substitutions coming in.
Number 12, Jamison Van Octen in for the Garber Dukes, giving number 1, Jacob Denham a rest. His first time off the floor tonight, Jeff.
Foley and Moen also back in for Caro.
Okay. Nice job by Scherzer. Picks up for his first points of the evening for the Garber Dukes.
He gets a split of the 2, and after he got 3 pieces of iron, he said, the iron's not too friendly here. I might as well just try and swish the second shot in.
You know, the hands on Garber, Jeff, they're getting a lot of deflections. Maybe not all the steals, but they're getting the deflections. The hands are good. Feet are really, really good. They're just playing solid and making it tough on the Caro Tigers.
Well, you know that Coach Watts, he demands the top effort that those kids have got. There is a great shot to the corner. Off the mark again. No fault on the shot selection as it went up that time from Van Octen. Long 3 ball, just comes out a little strong, 15 feet away on the rebound. And here comes Jacek back down the floor. Doesn't really see anything there as Caro got back real well on the transition defense.
Tomlinson's for number 5. Foley's pretty tough on the defense down there for the Caro Tigers. Jeff, like the way that young man plays also.
As they get that ball back to Scherzer, he puts it up soft again. Boy, he's had 3-4 looks there, just hasn't got the touch yet.
That's a nice little hook, little baby shot right there, Jeff. Under a minute to go. Foul on the play for the Dukes, number 14. Parker Yachek.
Oh, boy. Parker Yachek just did a big old no-no. You take your hand and you throw it at the official like you're not happy with the call. He got the second look, and that second look from Lee Morgan was a full second. And I'm going to tell you what, it's piercing.
I've seen that look before, and I'm not even on the floor.
As there, we're going to go back down the floor at the other end. Under control, putting it up and in. Number 2, Manny Jopic. Dukes are up 6 right now with the final 30 ticks of our first half. Trying to go underneath. Scherzer's got to be real careful he doesn't pick up a cheapie here late in the first half. Nice help defense that time. The shot goes up, and that was a wild angle. Now with 20 seconds left, Maher says, look at the little stop and start move. Can't get it to finish, but that is a special move. And now it looks like Caro might have an opportunity to get the last shot of the quarter. It goes up, and with 3 seconds left, Mahar's going to let it fly from way past half court at the end of our first half. Garber 26, Caro 20. We'll be back in just a moment. Looks like we might have a little halftime entertainment. We'll recap the first half, set the stage for the second half, right here on BCTV.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. We've got 25 employees who depended on it. And that's all that mattered to me. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. Incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
What, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Yeah. Ben, please.
Wow, you can talk to your app? That's pretty cool.
Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great. Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Back at our Plum Harris Insurance sponsored halftime show here on BCTV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala. Transition baskets, the difference in the first half for the Garber Dukes.
Really nice job by the Garber Dukes, Jeff, getting up and down the floor, but I think the defense set the tone for their offense. That's why they're up 26-20 here in the first half.
Defense really was the key to both teams, as neither team shot well offensively, but I think Garber got the best of the good looks down there, just couldn't finish on all of them.
Yeah, Denham's had some good looks. Scherzer had some good looks, Jeff. They're doing a nice job getting the Scherzer inside with that little baby hook. Those are going to start falling. Denham's shots are going to start falling, and they're getting up and down the floor, but the key to them tonight is that defense is just stellar, very solid, a lot of deflections, good hands, good feet.
3-4 picks of the pocket for Mahar in the first half, and he really makes this team go.
Man, when they get up and down the floor and they got good spacing and they got good speed on the break, you know, you and I have talked many times, it doesn't have to be a 10 speed, it doesn't have to be a 1. Just take it down there 5 or 6, and then they had that nice little 1-2-3 pass, that easy basket, man, that's poetry in motion.
Well, they're up 6 at the half, and they're just walking back out on this third annual night that they honor the cancer survivors and those that have passed, and it's always special to see them doing what they can to help a great cause.
Yeah, it is a great cause, Jeff. I just went down, and the little jar that was there didn't have much money in it when we got here. It's about 3/4 of the way full, so the Essexville faithful is really doing a nice job filling up and making this a special night.
Well, and I did what I could. You know, I said treats for the BCTV crew. We came up with as much as we could carry to help out a great cause, too. But really looking forward to this second half. But Yami Albrecht for Caro in the second quarter really got them on track.
Yeah, he got all his points in the second quarter, Jeff. He got them from outside. One was he called that bank. I know I heard him. So he hit that long shot. He's a tough player, but he's got to get some help if those guys are going to be successful at Caro.
We'll be back in just a minute. Thank you for being part of this wonderful Plum Harris Insurance sponsored halftime show right here on Bay County TV.
You don't think it'll happen to you, and you surely don't think it'll happen twice. I've lost 2 homes in my lifetime. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado hit and destroyed everything again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Stop by our office at 706 South Euclid or give us a call to see how we can help with your home, life, auto, and business insurance needs. Back at the second half here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you as the second half starts with the Garber Dukes with the first possession. Mahar's going to try and dribble penetrate as he tried to put that between 2 defenders. Nice collapse of the defense that time by number 24, Lance Boyce, to make sure that didn't get to its intended target. Extra pass on the inside. They better get that shot up quick. They've been in the lane for a few. Nice little reverse, a third opportunity. Scherzer goes up again, straight up in the air, which is what you've got to do. On that third opportunity, though, the basket, look at Jacob. Rock's going to love watching these broadcasts. He's going to say,
Jacob's going to get mad at you.
I'm getting love here, and I'm not even on the floor.
I don't think he's seen the floor in 25 years.
Oh, well, he has, but we've all fallen on the floor and can't get up.
True.
Boyce from the top. He lets it fly from 20 feet and gets the trifecta to drop 3-point game, 28-25 with 6:50 left in our third quarter.
Little change in the defense, going back to the man-to-man. No, they're staying with the 2-3 matchup zone, Jeff.
And see, the weave has a little bit tougher time working with that. Inside to Scherzer. Now he shoots that thing out. As Jopic sends it back to Maher. There they've got, that's the shot they're looking to get on the inside. He had the angle that time, used the glass and the rim, finally got the deuce to drop.
Yeah, that was a good movement away from the ball.
Yeah,
wow.
He is so athletic, I'll tell you.
15 points so far.
Single-handedly. He's got more than half of his team's points in this ball game.
He's keeping them right in there, Jeff.
As they're going to do a little mini weave right now. That's a little tougher to have success against the 2-3. Look at Yami stepping out. Says, I'm going to hinge on the defense here.
He's got to be careful too, Jeff. He's got 2 fouls. Nice job.
Jacek with a great job of taking it strong to the hole, using the glass as well. Duke's back up by 4. Caro hanging around in this game. Look at Albrecht. Right to Dave Schwartz. Good hands by Dave in the corner. He just shucks it away and he says, no, don't need it.
Just another day at the office.
Yes, indeed. Because I've had great hands all my life. Used to be a receiver.
Why should anything change now after 25 years?
Ball going back up top, trying to move it around right now. Dunham wide open for a 3-ball. Tickles the twine, a one on his own. Had a nice patient offensive set there. Got him squared up with the feet and let it fly all net.
Well, you know what? That was going to come, Jeff. You just got to keep shooting, and he finally made that first 3-pointer of the evening.
They've really kind of got 3 people with the majority of their points in this ball game. As Scherzer does a nice job of the defense, he altered the shot. One and done as the rebound comes down to the Garber Dukes. Jopic. Wide open is 14 on the play, and Parker Jokic could not get it to drop. But I'll tell you, another great look out of the offense. Wide open shot for the Garber Dukes.
Good ball movement. Another 3-pointer by the Tigers. Number 5, that's Lon Foley. That's his 5th point of the evening, Jeff. That was a big 3 right there. 35-31. Dukes up by 4 over the Caro Tigers.
Boy, they're just hanging around. Look at Denham wide open from 24. Let that fly. It was right on track. He just missed it by a skosh long. Albrecht trying to go strong to the hole. Maher had to foul him as Yami had gotten by his hip. With 4:20 left in the third, 35-31. That was nice to have a little guest up here at the half, too. Somebody that goes way back to the days of Bay 3 TV in its early days.
Yeah, Marshall Loop was in the house tonight, Jeff. His wife was kind of helping with the Relay for Life here at Essexville, Garber. She's a teacher, used to be a teacher here, so congratulations to Marshall and his wife, and what a great dude.
Yes, we enjoyed chatting with him for a while before the game and having a little flashback to the day. Nice job by the Garber Dukes, again getting strong to the hole. And Jopic couldn't finish, but I'll tell you what, great look again, up by 4. Now the defense has to kick in as Maher does a nice job of tipping that ball away from its intended target. And that was number 12, Moen.
Well, you know, sometimes, Jeff, you just have to try to stem those runs by the other team. You just got to try to work your way through it. And Garber's doing a nice job. Caro's hanging around, but Garber's not letting them get too close.
But Scherzer's really starting to exert himself on the defensive glass here in the third quarter. So they're going to run the offensive set again. They'll slide back up top with Maher. Dunham can't get anything to go as they cruise things around. Can't get the shot to drop. One and done is a nice job by Trutman Phillips to keep the Garber Dukes off the glass. And here comes the Caro Tigers. Trying to go baseline. Scherzer.
Didn't know if that was going to go in or not.
No, that had some really reverse English on it, but just enough for it to drop. And with just under 3 minutes left, it's a 2-point ball game. Garber Dukes have not been able to get that offense totally on track.
There's that double high post, Jeff.
Maher goes down the hole. 1-on-3, couldn't get it. It was a little bit short, and really nice job by the Tigers to sweep the glass.
Don't look now, though. The Caro Tigers down just 2, and Albrecht with the shot. He's going to tie this ball game up.
17 unofficially for Yami. What a game he has had for this Caro Tiger team. We're all knotted up at 35.
Wow.
Trying to go strong to the hole, halfway down from Yapich.
That was another one I thought was going to go in too, Jeff.
Boy, I'll tell you, Garber has had the better looks tonight. They just have not been able to finish. All you can do is ask for those good looks offensively and hope they drop.
Can't complain. If you looked at the shot chart, Yapich with some really good defense right there.
Yami pulls up and lets it fly. Really never got those purple shoes squared up.
He knew it the minute it left his fingers that it wasn't going to hit anything but the floor. Been there, done that.
Yeah, he was aiming for the E on Dukes. He hit it. Tied at 35 with $1.50 and counting left in our third quarter of play. Mahar rolling around to the offense. Dunham back to Mahar, wide open from 21, lets it fly, and that three-pointer gives the Dukes a 3-point lead again, as the Dukes just will not relinquish that lead in this ball game.
14 points so far for Mahar here in the ball game, Jeff. Another good defense right there by the Garber Dukes. Out of bounds to Garber, substitution coming in for Caro. Number 24 for Carol Lance Boyce, and number 4, Devin Tomlinson. Going out is Moen and number 11, Yami Albrecht.
So Yami gets his first blow of the night to try and take it easy. Uh-oh. Rock Denham, Jake Denham. It's the Twins. And a big deuce and a 7-point Duke lead. Jake's going to look at this game and go, wow. I don't like it, but if you're watching it with Dad, he's going to be elated. As they slide down the floor right now, wide open 3-ball off the mark. Fight for it. Mahar couldn't get out there, but he picks the pocket. And the loose ball down to the floor. That is going to go back to the Caro Tigers with 55.3 ticks left in our third quarter.
Yeah, very good hustle by Mahar right there, Jeff. And another briskly played third quarter. Poof. We're under a minute already. Wow, man, that's crazy.
I might get a halfway decent night's sleep tonight. Nice job that time. McFarland comes in, and they're going to say he got a little bit of the wrist and a little bit of the ball. And going to the free throw line for the Caro Tigers, shooting a pair, will be number 4, Devin Tomlinson.
Not a lot of fouls on either team, Jeff. Nobody's in foul trouble. That was the second personal on Dylan McFarland. And the only one other that has 2 is Yami Albrecht for the Dukes. So really a nice job by both teams, playing solid defense, and a nice job by the officiating crew, Jeff, letting these kids play.
Well, and they really haven't had to let them play a lot. They've just played a pretty clean game.
It's been very clean.
This is an easy one and fun to officiate. When stuff like this happens, you're not hearing any chirping from the crowd. The coaches aren't having much to say.
Coaches are always happy.
Oh, yeah.
Never have a problem with the referee.
Never a dull moment.
Ever.
McFarland's going to the hole with a little floater. Boy, nice touch as he floats it from 7.
That's Dylan's first points of the evening, Jeff. 42-36, Duke up 6, 25 seconds to go.
Boy, and that was an errant pass that was reeled back in. And we are going to have a push, and that is going to go against the Caro Tigers. And that is the first team foul of the third quarter for Caro.
Max Gutierrez, number 30, with his first personal foul.
McFarland's going to be up top right now as they're going to try and work for the last shot of the half.
Ooh.
Goes for the teardrop again, just a little bit strong. He's going to put it up again. Soft touch. And we are going to have another foul on the Caro Tigers, and that's going to be basket and baseline possession.
That foul again on Max Gutierrez. That basket, I think, was by number 24 for the Garber Dukes, Jeff. That was Wakeman Edelbrock, his fourth point of the night. .1 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Well, they get no opportunity to get that last one off at the end of the third. Rattling the rim. The Caro Tigers. It's the Garber Dukes 44 and the Caro Tigers 36. We'll be back in a moment for the final 8 minutes right after this on BCTV.
Over the years, he's put his heart into being your dad. He was always there to fix things. Now that he needs help, don't lose hope. Covenant Center for the Heart is leading the way in minimally invasive heart options for inoperable or high-risk patients, with the first and most comprehensive structural heart disease program in the Great Lakes Bay region. It's extraordinary heart care, close to home.
Well, getting ready to start the fourth quarter, zeroing in on Mr. Michigan,
Yes.
Ben Van Sumeren.
In the house.
I'll tell you what a great sequence of events when Jim Harbaugh comes out here, and it turned into a national holiday out here in Essexville.
Well, Jimmy
That signing
Harbaugh was
great.
walking the halls here at Essexville, Garber, taking pictures with the kids and everything, Jeff.
Well, they're now the hallowed halls.
Yes, they are.
As we got a shot here of the crowd
Yeah.
on Bay County TV enjoying themselves. And they set up by 8 as they got a triple by number 24, Lance Boyce. And boy, just that quick, it's back to a 6-point game. So the Garber Dukes just can't find that fun breathing room. Here comes Denham. They try and force that ball back underneath. Very fortunate to have their hands back on the ball. Denham is going to put up a little soft shot. Couldn't get it to drop as Yami Albrecht gets the loose change down on the floor. Down at the other end, a 3-ball going up from number 21, Caleb Graves. A little 6-0 run starting this fourth quarter, back to a 3-point game.
Caleb comes off the bench, says, I can fill it up. His first three points of the evening.
Boy, another loose ball down to the ground. And it goes back into the hands of the Caro Tigers with a chance to drop that to 1 or even tie it. And getting hung up in no man's land, Albrecht was lucky to be able to get his hands back on that ball. He's going to reset the show. Ooh, a little block could have gone either way. The offense trying to build a little room there with a little off arm, but not being able to move the feet quick enough on defense creates that third team foul.
Fouls on Jamison Van Octen, his first personal, team foul number 3, Jeff, for the Garber Dukes. 6:42 to go in the ballgame, 44-41. The Essexville Garber Dukes over their rival in the Tri-Valley East, the Caro Tigers.
Boy, Boyce wanted to shoot that 3-ball, and who came out as Scherzer closed in a hurry and said, I'm not going to get my shot up over that wingspan.
I was going to say 7:47, but I'll go 7:67 now.
He's got himself a great wingspan of about probably a 6'9" or a 6'10". And again, that shot altered. Boyce can't get the next shot to drop. Scherzer picks up at least his 6th rebound in the second half.
Nice to have him on the backside, Jeff. He might not block a lot, but he'll change a shot or two.
Boy, there's
Yeah,
another.
Yapich.
They run that little weave, and then once they get into the paint, they split the defense and finish with
And
style.
when it spreads out, it's like the Red Sea. It just kind of opens up, and if you see it, you got to go. Take it to the rack.
But when you see that Red Sea part, you go with it.
Oh, yes.
Yami Albrecht can't get the shot to drop. Boyce gets the rebound, and he's not going to put it back up because Scherzer was all over him. Scherzer closes out again. Now Boyce is going to let it fly. Can't get it to drop. There is the backside rebound again by Parker Yachak. How about that? Parker lights up the crowd. He's going to go to the hole and finish it. Go to the 3-point play at the free throw line. Wow.
Wow, that was nice strength, Jeff. Taking it to the rack. Chin on the rim. Didn't drop his head. Expected to get fouled, and he's going to earn it the old-fashioned way with shooting 1 at the free throw line. That foul is on number 24, Lance Boyce, his first personal. Team foul number 2 here in the second half for the Caro Tigers. Excuse me, team foul number 3.
Boy, if they finish this off with this 3-point play, it'll be back up to an 8-point lead after it was just down to 3.
Nothing. Nice looking free throw.
Little token pressure here now as they'll try and slow that Caro progress down the floor. Albrecht puts the shot up of his own. Can't get it to drop. He'll earn 2 at the free throw line. We've had just a little plethora of fouls here in the last 60 seconds.
Parker Yachak with his second personal, team foul number 4 for the Garber Dukes. Albrecht at the line for the Caro Tigers. He's going to shoot 2 after taking it to the rack and being fouled.
He's tickling 20 points on the night, Yami is.
This should be 20 right here if he makes it. There it is.
As he will get a second opportunity. Obviously, his college-bound years will be spent running cross-country, being the state champion. Doing that as a sophomore, that's incredible.
Yeah.
that he'll have a chance to potentially three-peat. Just smooth stroke at the line, 21
shot
on the night.
Very nice looking shot.
Dukes +6 with possession. Mahar gets the ball as they're going to roll it around. Trying to go to the hole. Nice job again. Nice strong move. Back up again. Perseverance doesn't pay off. There's two great looks at the basket.
Yapich is
couldn't
tough.
get it. Yami with a step back three. Couldn't get it. Look at Scherzer. He goes, I can even pick up rebounds 15 feet away. Jake Denham puts the shot up. Can't get it. Look at him fight for the loose change. Can't get that one to drop as well. And then they're going to have a Caro timeout. We'll take a break and be back. 49-43. Dukes by 6 with 4:42 left in the fourth.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala. Mike, what's this neat thing you've got here?
Well, let's talk about the Garber Dukes Go for the Gold celebration, Jeff. Saturday, March 10th, 2018, 5:30 to 11:30 at the Knights of Columbus Hall on 1021 Woodside Avenue right here in Essexville. We have appetizers, a dinner, a DJ, $2,000 worth of cash giveaways, an auction, 50-50, lottery board, the Cooler of Champions, and a whole bunch more. Casual or dress as your favorite Olympian. Tickets are $50 each. The early bird price is $45, but they had to be before January 31st, so the early bird price is gone.
The early bird didn't get the worm.
Appetizers 5:30 to 7, beverages from 5:30 to 11:30. Dinners catered by Petit Four Pastry, cash drawings for $2,000 in entertainment. Sounds like a great time. Saturday, March 10th, Go for the Gold celebration, sponsored by the Garber Duke Booster Club.
And that booster club out here, I'll tell you, there's not a bigger booster club in the Tri-City area than this group out here. They're like 40 strong at a meeting, and it's kind of refreshing to see as they go underneath, trying to get the shot. Look at Scherzer trying to get another one, and he gets it back, the loose ball. Going back out to the outside. I think now Coach Watts says, let's slow it down and let's reset the show. We need to be under control here as we approach the 4-minute mark. +6 with possession. Oh, Yami Albrecht almost had the pocket picker there. Denham wide open for a three ball.
When he sits on it, he can drill it.
Boy, that was a pretty looking shot. Now we got Mahar. And Mahar comes down on the control break. Doesn't see much there. He's got the nice little crossover dribble. Makes it happen. Ooh, Rock Denham sets the feet. Lets it fly. Jake Denham, son of Rock. I don't even think about it. I got Rock on the brain. Yes. Boy, you know, just a minute ago, it's a 3-point ball game. Now look at it. It's a 12-point because Denham hits a couple of threes.
You know what that 3-point shot can do for you, man? It can get you out from under a lead, into a bigger lead, or it can shoot you right back into the game, Jeff. And, man, poof, 12-point lead for the Garber Dukes.
I say they're going to set something up here, and they're going to let Yami Albrecht shoot the shot as they go strong to the hole. They're going to say that on the floor before the shot. Good call. So they had both officials on top of what that call was, and it was both before. And he said he kind of went up with a little knee and a hip check. 3.5 left in the ball game, 55-43. And again, that great hands defensively as the Garber Dukes able to get into that passing lane and create another turnover.
Boy, they just been pesky all night long on the defensive end of the floor, Jeff.
I was just about to say they're getting ready to take some air out of the ball as they get two good looks. Again, McFarlane couldn't get that rebound to go. As they come back into the offensive set, Yami Albrecht just gets that foot planted inside. A little spin move to the hole, and there's a foul on the play. And that looks like Mahar gets the foul.
Team foul number 7 for the Garber Dukes, Jeff. Going to the line for the Caro Tigers is Albrecht. He's going to shoot 2.
Foul number 5, Spencer Mahar, his third, T7.
As Yami will go to the free throw line to add to what I believe unofficially is his 21. And I'll tell you what a fluid stroke at the free throw line. It has to do with those purple shoes.
Those are pretty sharp.
Power in those purple shoes.
Whatever happened to the old Chuck Taylor canvas Converse that we used to wear? Those are far and few between.
Now they're coming back.
They're out there, but they're playing basketball with them.
I was always a baby blue suede low-top pro Ked guy.
I had a pair of those high tops.
Yes, indeed. Back in the day,
they
that was
weighed
the big
about
battle.
15 pounds apiece.
Yep, that was just like strapping on the weights onto your ankles. As Jake Denham has that ball taken away. Quickly down the floor into single digits again with 2:40 left. And Caro takes a timeout. Down 8 with 2:38 left in the game. We'll be back in a moment here on Bay County TV.
How's married life? Are you ready to have a baby? Baby, baby. How about that baby? Ooh. I'm not getting any younger.
When you are ready. With the only neonatal intensive care unit in the Great Lakes Bay region, Covenant is the safest place for your delivery. Go to mycovenantbaby.com.
Back here on Bay County TV, there he is in the corner. He's relaxed. He says, I've seen enough close games. He goes, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this. All his hard work for the night's done.
AD.
Yep, hard work for the night is over.
No, it's not. He's got to go home, and he's got that new Bambino.
Got that new baby. Looks like the Dukes have kind of spread it out. Mahar going strong to the hole. Couldn't get it to drop as the defense from Caro takes over. Line drive shot, strong to the hole. Basket's good and one. Boy, what was just a dirty dozen is down to 6 with a chance to put it down to 5.
Parker Yachek picked up his third personal team foul, number 8 for the Garber Dukes. Jeff, you look at the team fouls for Caro. They only have 3 team fouls here in the second half.
That's really not good, though, if you're Caro, because you got to create 4 before you even put them to the free throw line. As that one's off the mark, Scherzer almost double digits in rebounds just in the second half. And I think now we're going to see the Garber Dukes really starting to take some air out of the ball.
When you see that double high post, Jeff, that's their delay game. And when you see that coming, they're going to kind of go 4-corner right now. But they also have that double high post.
Well, it's a 6-point ball game. Yami Albrecht up at the top, and he sends that ball in the corner. Wide open for a 3-ball look, and that's a little too strong.
Much time. Yeah,
yep,
too much
he
time.
thought about it too long. And with $1:36 left, I think even if the Dukes get a layup, they're going to just have to take their time and try and chew on the clock here.
Yeah.
You know, they've tried to force 2-3 shots to the middle, and not saying you can't attack, but you got to take your time, and a force ball to the middle again with another turnover. It's got to be driving Chris Watts nuts. Yami with the 3-ball.
That looked good for the minute left, Jeff.
It's a 3-point ball game. Caro takes a timeout. Down 3 with $1:13 left in the game. We'll be back in a moment on BCTV. AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested service. We provide many types of transportation services, from non-emergency medical, wheelchair accessible, school transport services, and shuttle services. Our company strives to provide exceptional service to our customers. Our services are tailored to each person or company's specific needs. For the last 10 years, we have pushed the mark higher and higher to give the best service possible. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. Back here on BCTV as we look at the Garber Brain Trust right now, up 3 with $1:13. How about our friends from Shirts, Mugs, and More?
All right, Jeff, Shirts, Mugs, and More, the official apparel provider for Bay County TV, your hometown custom screen printer and embroiderer. They're out there at 2728 Center Avenue. We specialize in your imagination. And, man, they do a great job out there, Jeff.
As they get the ball inbound, I'm surprised they didn't try and trap. As they're going to foul right now, but that's only team foul number 4. And again, they're going to be able to come up with 2 more of these before Garber even has to think about going to the free throw line.
Foley's first personal, team 4th, like you said, Jeff. They're going to have to get it 3 more times.
The third one will put him there. The third one will be the charm as they move that ball around, and that's exactly what they feel like they're going to have to do now with team foul number 5. I was surprised, though, at that out of bounds. I thought they'd double in the corner as soon as number 14 went down there, Jacek.
Good opportunity for Garber's got to be tough at the basketball and get to the free throw line. When they get all these fouls, they got to make the free throws. Heads up dribbling right there by number 14, Parker Jacek, Jeff.
Yep, that is indeed what they want to do, and I think they want Jacek to have his hands on the ball.
Yeah.
That's who they've dropped the last 3 or 4, and they must be real confident in his shooting ability. So now you're going to see the hook 'em horns. The officials are going to let each other know that we are going to be shooting free throws now the rest of the way. And they're going to send Jacek to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Boyce with the personal foul, his second, team foul number 7.
Parker Jacek shooting 1-and-1 for the Dukes.
Let's see what he can do at the free throw line. This is a big shot, make it a 2-possession game. Well, he takes about 6 or 7 dribbles. Nice high arch. That thing didn't even make the net move, was it rolled through the iron. All-important second free throw attempt. Goes Chris Watts says, boy, you just stick on Yami like glue because he's going to have his hands on the ball and he's going to be making plays.
Nice.
That's why they've got his hands on the ball late in the game. Otto and Maddock at the free throw line that time with 2. As they curl it back up to the top for another 3 ball from number 12. Carson Moen gets that one to drop. Maher coming down the floor, and he beats it. And they're going to send him to the hole, but they're going to have a foul out here as they're going to send Maher to the free throw line, and he's going to shoot the 1-and-1.
That foul looks like it's on number 24, Jeff, for the Tigers, Lance Boyce. His 3rd, team foul number 8.
Jim gets kind of quiet right now.
It does.
Maher gets ready to shoot.
A little long.
Nice look, but it was a little bit long. Now with an opportunity to tie or take the lead. There's Yami Albrecht, and that's exactly who Caro wants to have the hands on the basketball with. Yes, he's going to try and work it around. I think he wants to get a screen and get that shot off. They move it around right now, and with 12 seconds left, good open look for 3. It's a little bit long, and look who gets that rebound. The Dukes potentially their best free throw shooter.
You know, that's a tough rebound to get, Jeff, when it doesn't hit the rim and stuff, and it comes right down at you. And he had an eye on it the whole way, and that was a nice job. Now he's going to be rewarded shooting 2 free throws, 7.3 to go in the game.
Well, he's still got the 1-and-1.
Right,
Team foul number 9. So the first one is humongo because that will prevent this game from being lost here in the last 7 seconds. Got it.
Money.
Boy, what a stroke. And this one will pretty much put a seal on the deal. Up 2 possessions if it goes 58-55 right now. Again, 7.3 ticks left in the ball game. Takes that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th dribble now. Bend to the knees. Flick of the wrist. Oh, Cotton on the delivery. And trying to make it happen right now. And they better send one up in a hurry. As Yami Albrecht puts the shot up, and that's all there is.
There isn't any more.
The final score in our ball game, a very well-played, hard-fought victory for the Garber Dukes. Tournament-tested victory tonight. We'll be back in just a minute, and we'll put the wraps on this one right here on BCTV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Good evening and welcome back to our post-game show here on BCTV. Jeff Todt and Mike Wasdala along with you. couple of times tonight it looked in the second half like the Garber Dukes were going to pull away with a victory, got up double digits, but Caro just wouldn't go away.
Boy, a bunch of pesky Tigers tonight. Caro, you're right, Jeff. They didn't want to get beat here at Garber tonight, and they played a really nice fourth quarter. They outscored the Dukes 23-15 in that fourth quarter, so but they just couldn't get over the hump. Big win for the Dukes.
Comes down to the stretch. The Garber Dukes have to make free throws to keep this lead, and they were money.
Yeah, Jacek did a nice job down the stretch, hitting those 4 in a row. You know, you just knew it was going in. You could tell by the way he shot it. The arc was nice, and he doesn't even hit a lot of net when he shoots those free throws, but big free throws down the stretch, and they took care of the basketball down the stretch and got a big, this is a big win for Garber. Gets them to 10-7.
Talk about the importance of a game like this, a tight game going down the stretch, and what that does to prepare you for the tournament.
It really is. You want some of these games at this time of the year, Jeff, because, you know, one and done during tournament time. You know, the tournaments always are going to be really close games. So winning a game like this and how you won it, and didn't exactly play your best game tonight, but down the stretch you did some nice things and you came away with a victory. Coach Watts has got to feel good about this. He'll work on some things, but this is a big win for his squad.
I like the way they attack the rim offensively.
Yeah, they you know, they run that little 3-man weave, and it kind of spreads out the defense, and then they see an opening and they take it to the rack, and they shot the ball really well tonight. You know, Denham got hot in the stretch right there. Mahar was consistent, and Jacek, you know, he just played solid. They got a good, solid basketball team, do the Dukes, Jeff. They're really very, very solid.
We talked during the ball game too. The importance of winning this game tonight gives you that 10th victory and ensures a winning season.
That makes a huge difference. When you get that 10th win, you're going to be guaranteed a winning season. And, you know, they got a couple more to go and get ready for the tournament. But I think this is a big win for the mindset of the Garber Dukes. They had some tough losses this year.
Well, it was a ton of fun again tonight. The Duke Dome was alive, and we saw a tremendous game tonight. Garber Dukes made plays down the stretch to come up victorious.
Well, you know, Denham had 17, and Manny Jopic had 10, and Spencer Maher had 14. 3 guys in double figures. That's pretty solid, right where you want them, Jeff. Albrecht had 24 for the Caro Tigers. Boyce had 12. So, you know, they handled the peaks and the valleys tonight and came away with that 10th victory, and you got to feel good about that.
Well, it was a great night here, again on the 3rd annual Cure for Cancer night, as the Relay for Life was the theme for tonight, and hopefully they raised some good money, and we're just glad to be part of it.
Yeah, it's a great cause, Jeff, and we always like coming out to Garber and talking to all our friends out here. We got another one coming up tomorrow night. We got the All Saints girls at home against the Akron Fairgrove Vikings, so we're kind of winding down that winter sports season, and don't forget we got the telethon coming up March 3rd and 4th.
Well, and then a full spring of sports as well, so the fun just continues here on Bay County. But on behalf of the whole crew, I'm Jeff Doan along with Mike Wisdala, Jared and Natalie Doan on the cameras, Nick Page producing and directing. Have a great night, and we'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
We'll see you from All Saints.